Samsung's S22 is here, but February still has OnePlus, Realme, Moto, and more in store. Thanks for joining me, everyone. Today we're going to go over this article from Tech Radar. A busy month for smartphones. It's going over I believe the smartphones coming out in the near future. And I haven't read through this. We're going to read through it together and see what we think about what's coming up. Is it worth the wait? Should you buy a smartphone now if you need one? or maybe there's something in here that you're really looking forward to and you can't live without. So let's read and find out. February is a wonderful or horrible, depending on how you view it, month for smartphone launches, with absolutely loads of unveilings and releases crammed into the year's shortest month. We've also seen the first of these, as Samsung Unpacked on the 9th brought us 3 new smartphones: Galaxy S22, S22 Plus, and S22 Ultra, not to be confusing. And 3 tablets too, Tab 2, S8, S8 Plus, and the S8 Ultra. After Samsung launched some of these, some phones might be ready to hibernate until the Xiaomi 12 and OnePlus 10 launches sometime on March and April, but there's a lot more coming this month that you might want to pay attention to. We'll run through all the big mobiles coming soon so you can clear spaces in your calendar. Note these are confirmed launches, not rumored ones, so we could see even more pop up with limited notice. The first one on the list here is the Realme 9 Pro, February 16th. Realme is a Chinese brand, I believe. I don't think these don't really get released in the United States, but that doesn't mean you can't buy one. Realme has confirmed that the next member of its biggest, that is of its budget-numbered series, are coming February 16th. We're expecting the Realme 9 Pro and Plus, likely without a non-Pro version for now. Some details of these phones have already been teased, including a 50-megapixel main camera, color-changing rear design, and built-in heart rate sensor of the Pro Plus. We don't know as much about the standard Pro just yet. Since we haven't seen a Pro Plus Realme phone before, we don't know exactly what to expect, especially in the pricing department. So there's lots to find out about at the launch. 3 cameras. Okay, that back is pretty cool. Color changing in the light as you rotate it, I would imagine. Heart rate sensor. That's cool. Most people that are concerned about that have a watch that'll do that. But if you can't afford one of those, as cheap as they can be, it's cool to have it on your phone. I remember a lot of phones, and you can still get apps that'll do this. You put your finger over the camera, and the flash is right next to the camera. You put your finger over it, and it would read. This is a long time ago these came out. It would read your heart rate. But this is probably faster. OnePlus Nord CE 2 5G. I think they should give this a longer name, like maybe add in like a math equation or something like that, just to make it longer. We know the OnePlus Nord CE 2 5G, the successor of the other phone, is coming in February 17th. This is expected to be a budget Android mobile that slots into the OnePlus rapidly growing Nord family. Interesting, a budget phone from OnePlus. You know, they originally were kind of the budget alternative to Samsung as far as packing the most specs, the newest specs into phones that were affordable. But then as the years grew on, they just got more and more expensive, and they were no longer budget phones, and they're $800 or whatever they are now, which of course is cheaper than Samsung. But we know a few details about this phone, including the 65-watt charging, the fact it has a headphone jack, awesome, micro SD card slot, awesome, and obviously the name tells us that it's compatible with 5G networks, as you would expect a phone coming out in February of 2022. Leaks have told us quite a lot more, painting the picture of your standard Android mobile that straddles the mid-range and low-end segments, but we'll have to wait until the 17th to know for sure. What it comes down to with me is really the camera quality. I can skip on a lot of things. If the screen resolution isn't that great, or the bezels are big. I mean, even if the battery's not quite as, battery's pretty important too. But if it doesn't have a good camera for me to take pictures of my family, most importantly, then don't skip on the camera, y'all. Nubia Red Magic 7, another long name. February 17th is going to be a busy day for smartphones. As well as OnePlus's launch, ZTE's Nubia arm of smartphones is unveiling the Red Magic 7, the newest entry into its line of gaming phones. Red Magic mobiles are generally mid-range phones that are good for gaming, but we've heard that for the first time a Pro version is coming too, and we don't know what to expect from that one. The company has confirmed that one or both of the phones will have 165-watt charging, great for catching your nightstand on fire. A Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 chipset and 3 rear cameras, so that's obviously the newest from Snapdragon. And beyond that, we're hoping they'll have physical gaming triggers and an efficient cooling system. Wow, we're talking about gaming controls and a cooling system for a phone. The event is only happening in China, but Nubia usually brings its gaming phones to international markets, including the US and the UK, quickly after its launch. So it looks like this phone at least will be coming to the US. Maybe only on Amazon or unlocked or something like that. Probably. New Motorola Edge. Lots of Motorola phones in the US. This looks interesting. They've got this little graphic here of 0 bezels. Of course, that's a little ridiculous. There's a new Motorola Edge phone coming on February 24th. The brand is confirmed, but we don't know exactly. But we don't know exactly what. Odds are it's the Motorola Edge 30 series. The above teaser is literally all we know about the launch, which at least confirms the date and the fact that it's an Edge smartphone, as per the tiny hashtag at the bottom. So it's speculation alone that makes us think it's the launch of a new generation of Edge devices. If it is the new Edge series, we're expecting 3 or 4 new Android mobiles, ranging from budget to a pricey Ultra version. Though unlike some of the other brands on this list, Motorola has had its lips tightly shut regarding features and specs. More so than Realme, OnePlus, or Red Magic launches, there are lots of question marks surrounding this event, so we'll definitely be tuning in to see what gets announced. Motorola has really been on the budget side with a lot of their phones in the US. So, like I said, it'll be real interesting to see what kind of camera these have in them, because that has been a real pain point for some people with these Motorola phones. They seem to be great otherwise, though. But the cameras just aren't quite there, especially when you compare it to like the A line from Pixel phones, like the Pixel 5a, or even the 4 or 3a, whose cameras are just fantastic. Other budget phones, it's just hard for them to compete with the camera. The big phone event is right at the end. Let's see here. Oh yeah, MWC, Mobile World Congress. The big phone event is right at the end. Annual phone event, Mobile World Congress, shortened to MWC, is taking place from February 28th until March 3rd. In previous years, MWC was a hotbed of new phone launches and announcements. We're not sure what it'll look like in 2022, as COVID caused the 2020 version to be canceled and 2021 to be downsized and postponed until the summer. But several companies have pledged to attend, including Honor, Xiaomi, and Huawei. So it definitely won't be quiet. It won't be a quiet few days. So some of these definitely won't be coming to the US. Looks like we'll get Nubia, Red Magic 7, the Motorola line, the Edge phone line. OnePlus generally sells their phones unlocked in the US. Realme, we'll have to see on that one. I'm not sure. And of course, the S22 will be all over carriers and unlocked as well. For me, I would say I'm the most interested in this Motorola. I've had a couple different Motorola phones, and they've been great. I had, I want to say it was the Moto, no, it was one of the phone that came after the Moto X, and you could get a custom back for it. I bought one used from a fellow that had some sort of a dark wood on the back. It was just a fantastic phone. I wish I still had it. I would put it up here somewhere. Maybe I could find one. Anyway, let me know if there's anything interesting that you're looking forward to down here. Some of these could be interesting if you can get your hands on one. So have to let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. I'll catch up with you in the next video. Appreciate it. Like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and see you next time. And thanks.